everybody. Welcome back. This is Efren Toscano from TechZulu.com, and I'm here with John Rembold from Pulso Viral.
Pulso Viral. That's
So,
right, you got it.
yeah. So what's Pulso Viral? You know what? I kind of know what Pulso Viral is all about.
Sure.
But I want to hear it in your words.
Okay, so we aggregate social feeds at live events and then incorporate them in either through live broadcasts or like a display. So a projection on a wall, on a side of a building, maybe just on a flat screen TV if it's a smaller event, something like that. So yeah. And, along with that, so it kind of... that's the service we provide, but what it does is it kind of amplifies the social media at an event. Yeah. So, for example, the first night we did it at a club in Cancun, they normally got like 50 to 100 tweets. We drove a trending topic in 48 minutes and a little over 1,000 tweets in a couple of hours. So.
Yeah, and that's just like everybody seeing all the traffic going up on the site. Because you guys publish it on screens, put it up on TVs, whatever. If there's a screen, you guys can punch it out, right?
If there's a screen, we can punch it out, and we're actually able to embed it in websites and mobile stuff as well now. So. For an event like Silicon Beach Fest, we're on some of the, we talked about getting on some of the live streaming, but we're at all the locations on projectors or flat screens, and then we're also on their website, and there's a whole analytics engine, there's sponsor integration points, so for event producers or a nightclub or something like that, it actually becomes a revenue tool, so revenue generator. They can sell sponsorships and sell advertising into the feed.
Yeah, so they come here and they're like, hey, look at this amazing product, look at all the tweets that are going on, and then the back end they're like, all right, hey, X sponsor, like look at these analytics, look what we got for you, look how many tweets went out, and not only tweets, like you guys do Instagram, do Vine, what else do you guys do? Instagram,
Vine, so most people, we have some integrations with Facebook and Foursquare, but most people are posting to Twitter and Instagram. And Vine obviously is really huge, but as we know, Instagram launched their new video feature, and it's really great. We're having a lot of fun playing with it, but we actually, I guess we can announce this here, but we actually, within an hour of the release of the new feature, we were able to support it. So we can support Instagram videos now as well in Pulso.
Oh, that's fantastic, and it's really great to see you guys out here doing it. And you're based here in LA, right? But were you guys founded here in LA, or where were you guys founded?
It's a funny story. So I'm originally from Nashville and moved out here to work in tech and get a job. My whole thinking was that the tech would filter down from the Bay to be near the media companies, which we're starting to see now with YouTube and everything that's going on, Maker and all these companies. But I was actually living in Mexico at the time. So Symmetrics, the last company that got acquired, and I was traveling around and was living in Mexico, and actually met my co-founder, Salvador Aceves, just looking for people to code with and stuff like that, and we drew it on a whiteboard, and a week later we were selling Pulso. So
Pulso Viral was born. Yeah.
Salvador, I have two co-founders, Salvador and Carlos down in Cancun. So yeah, that's
okay. And so now that you guys are here, you guys are out here working Silicon Beach Fest. What do you guys have coming up, or what partners do you guys have coming up that you're working with? Because it's not like you guys go out and seek these people, or these people are seeking you, or is you guys just blown up crazy? You guys are, the phone's ringing off the hook.
Yeah, the phone's kind of ringing off the hook right now. Twitter recently changed their API, and 3-4 competitors just like went down and have been dark for a couple weeks now. So we're starting to get a lot of inbound, and we still go out and prospect and are looking for new leads, but we're getting a lot of inbound traffic. The site's growing, the traffic to the site's growing, and we actually just inked a year contract with Machinima. So we're doing all of their events, a lot of their live streaming. We were at E3 integrated into their set. So they were getting questions from their audience through Twitter and Instagram and whatnot, and pointing them out and calling them out on the screen. So it kind of created this like merged media experience, right? People were online watching on YouTube, and they could post a tweet and interact with what was going on stage at E3. It's a really interesting experience. So
yeah. So when you say you ink this, so you guys are signing contracts, what's the price point for somebody, or is there different price points depending on who you are?
We're still kind of dialing in our pricing. the basic one-off events start at $250, which is actually priced under most of our competitors. So we're one of the cheapest social walls out there. And in terms of services and features we provide more for more bang for your buck. So we're trying to keep the service as low price as possible. But yeah, pricing is kind of per event, or we can do annual contracts if it's somebody like Machinima or a large nightclub or a chain of nightclubs who's doing a lot of events or something like that. So.
And so, like going back to what I was saying, what do you guys have coming up for the future? Like, what is, besides the social walls, is there anything you guys are working towards to kind of get integrated with this whole like social media that's going on with, you know, like you said, Instagram is released a video, you know, this Cinemagram that's, you know, I don't even know what's going on with them anymore, but what do you guys have planned coming up for the future? And is it social wall based, or are you guys looking past that?
Yeah, we're definitely looking past that. I mean, it's interesting and it's fun. We've learned a lot. I mean, in the last year and a half, we've learned a lot. People get excited by seeing their stuff they're doing on social media integrated to a live event. So we're looking at other ways we can use that, or how we can take what we've learned and develop new products for sure. But one area that's really interesting is mobile apps for events. So event-based apps or event tech apps. And there's really a lot of interesting stuff you can do. You know, we're looking at the data on the back end from all the events we've been working, and you know, an event like Silicon Beach Fest is highly targeted. It's people who are all here because they love startups, they're in a startup, they're a developer, they're in marketing, you know, whatever it may be. And it's a very specific audience, right? And so your sponsors here, you know, have a very direct line to who they're trying to reach. You know, if it's a, you know, Demand Media, they're a tech company, there's a tech audience here, right? So in terms of like spending money to sponsor or try and acquire, you know, new users, you can really get a very targeted audience through conferences and trade shows and meetups. So, but offline events, offline events are actually, offline events are hard to track. They're hard to measure. It's hard to find out, like, did we capture a lead? You know, what was our ROI for the 20 grand we spent sponsoring, you know, this event? And so we're kind of exploring ways that we can solve that equation, or make that a little bit more transparent for sponsors. So.
And so you guys are giving the analytics, right, in the back end to your partners. And then are you also looking for a way to show those analytics to the sponsors, like for those partners to show the sponsors afterwards, like an instant access to it type of thing?
Definitely. So there's RAP, you know, we do RAP reports, and the analytics are there. You know, we have an analytics dashboard or something. You can see everything in more or less real time. But more along the lines of actually generating leads and a way to track that. So, you know, somebody comes to Silicon Beach Fest and they scan in or something, and then they'll get some sort of offer through social media or through the social feed wall. And at that point, the advertiser or sponsor is then able to track that lead. So that's kind of where we're thinking in the future. So.
Awesome. All right. Is there anything else you guys kind of want to put out there? Is there any special partners you guys are doing besides Machinima?
I don't know. We love TechZulu.
Well, we love Pulso Viral as well. And we, like I said, we use them a lot. We think they're fantastic. We use them for all of our events. So if you guys out there, definitely check out Pulso Viral, or pulsoviral.com, pulsoviral.com. And this is John Rembold. Thank you so much, John, for coming out and speaking to us. And we'll see you guys next time.